So, I've been hiding this for the 6 years of being on YouTube.
So alive, and tonight I'm thinking I don't wanna go.
What's up everyone, welcome to June Journey episode 17. For anyone new here, I am posting every single day of the month of June, so that's 30 videos in 30 days. If you want to stay updated, then make sure you do hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of my future June Journey videos. I just want to address a few questions that I've been getting for years and years and years. A couple of days back, I went on Instagram and asked you all to ask me one question. Like, if you had to ask me one question, what would that be? And I did find time to go through all the responses. The reason for doing that was because I wanted to do like a sort of FAQ, like a frequently asked questions video, which I've never done. I have done Q&A videos. Those are more specific, smaller questions that I've answered. I do have a playlist which I will link up here, so make sure you do catch up on those Q&As as well. But today's Q&A is definitely different. It's a combination of the most frequently asked questions. After going through all your responses, I could figure out 4 to 5 most commonly asked questions, and that's what I'm going to address in this video. Grab a snack, grab a drink, and lay back because this is going to be a heck of a ride. Before getting into like the other major questions, I'll just answer the basics. A lot of you are new subscribers. Many of you have asked me my age, where I'm from, my studies, all of that. So let's quickly address those, right? I'm 25 years old. In fact, very soon 26. My birthday is August 17th, 1995. A 95 liner. Coming to my education and my studies, my schooling was all over India because my dad was in the army, so we kept getting transferred every 2 or 3 years. So I've only studied in army public schools. And then 11 years back in the year 2010, we came to Bangalore and finally settled here. So 2010 meaning I was in my 10th standard. Coming to my college, I went to Christ University, Bangalore, and I completed my bachelor's in arts for performing arts, specifically dance. And to be more specific, by dance I mean Bharatanatyam, psychology and English literature. So it was a triple major course, meaning which there was equal focus in all 3 areas, and I could pursue whichever field I wanted to after my bachelor's. If only I knew I was going to be a content creator. And after I finished my college in the year 2016, I decided to be a full-time dancer. I was a freelancer. I was part of many teams. I even had like a dance company of sorts with my friends. We performed all over India, even participated in competitive fests. And of course, lockdown ke baad to there hasn't been any sort of professional dancing happening. I've just been doing YouTube full time. So yes, for all those people who ask me questions about what your career is, are you doing YouTube full time, what's happening with the dance stuff, yes, I am doing YouTube full time. That is my career per se. I used to teach dance as well, but since pandemic began, I left that as well. So it's literally been YouTube for like 1.5 years now. And I also got a lot of questions on just people wondering where I'm actually from. I'm from Kerala. My parents are Keralites. Yes, I do speak Malayalam at home, mainly with my mom. It's not that great. Cue this video, you can see for yourself how great my Malayalam is. But I can speak fluently. But yeah, at home I have a mix of Hindi, English and Malayalam. And many of you have asked me if I'm Christian, what my religion is, etc. Yes, I'm Christian. In fact, my surname Verghese is a very, very, very common Christian surname in Kerala. Like every third person will have that surname. That's how common it is. Okay, I think I've covered the basic FAQs that many of you asked me. Now coming to the more broader topics, one of the question was about when I started to be an organized person. How am I so organized, and when did I start with my planning and productivity and all this craziness that you see on my channel? Honestly, I've been an organized person since a kid, and I'm mainly talking about like physical space wise. Even as a kid, I always knew what was where, and I wanted to keep it categorized, organized. Like even if you ask me now, where is that purple felt tip pen and where is the blue ink pen, I can exactly point out in which shelf, drawer, case those pens are in. That's the level of organization I like to maintain. But that is about my physical space. Now, as a kid, even when I was in school, I was too young to understand that there's a way to organize your life. I didn't even think of those things that time, to be honest. So yeah, me getting my work, my life, everything else in my life organized came much later. And I think it probably began after college, not even in college. In fact, in college, my life was like extremely busy college life. There was literally no way for me to get anything organized being in college. But after college, when I did have that time to be like, okay Meghna, you're a freelance dancer now, you also have your YouTube channel, what are you going to do about it? Eventually led me into being organized about everything, getting into planning, because I realized without planning anything in my life, I can't really be a successful freelancer. I can't make money as a YouTuber. I can't make money as a dancer. Because once you're self-employed, you realize that everything is on you. You have to get money from somewhere, right? Like there's no one really giving you money monthly. You have to find ways to make it. So after college, once I was self-employed is when I realized the importance of getting organization and planning planning into every area of my life. And I think that's how it really began since 2016. Another question that so many of you asked me was how I stay motivated all the time. Do I feel demotivated? Do I get stress, anxiety? How do I deal with it? First thing, I am not motivated all the time. 100% I get demotivated. It's humanly impossible to be motivated, to be happy, to be positive all the time. Now coming to the second part, which is how do I stay motivated? I don't think the answer is going to be very favorable to everyone, and that's because I have been self-motivated since I can remember. So definitely as a kid, I've always had this innate need of being the best in everything and doing the best I can, even the smallest tasks, and wanting to be successful and working as hard as I can to achieve all my goals. These traits have always been in me since I've been a kid. It's always been innate, it's always been intrinsic motivation for me. Actually, that's a very cool concept in psychology called as intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. You guys should check it out in case you want to dive deeper into how you can be motivated and self-motivated. But having said that, there have been so many days where I've just felt so demotivated, and I think those days what has really helped me is to first accept and just understand that it's all right. You don't have to beat yourself up for it. And once I accept that, I just try to move on as fast as I can. So whether that's 1 hour from then, whether that's 5 hours from them, whether it's the next day, I just have this constant hope that, you know, every day is a new day. You can have a new start every minute, every hour if you'd like, if you'd want. And that's what I do. And how I deal with anxiety and stress, I'm pretty sure I've spoken a lot about that in many of my vlogs. And I could go on and on about it, but then this video is never going to end that way. So just put it simply, I like to talk it out with someone. I like to journal it out. Journaling really, really helps me. Okay, another question that I've been getting asked since I have begun my YouTube channel. That's 6 years, 5 years being active to be honest. So let's just keep it as 5 years. And that is about my relationship. Am I dating someone? Do I have a boyfriend? All of those questions. Yes, I am dating someone. I do have a boyfriend, and I've been dating him since 7 years. Actually, not even 7. It's been 7.5 years. Yeah. Whew. Okay, that is out. Finally, it's out. Yeah, it's been a while, and you must be wondering like, how come I never like spoke about it, or how is he never in my vlogs, etc. And that's because it's a long distance relationship. I've been in this long distance relationship since 2017, so that's 4 years. So yeah, that's also a very long time to be in a long distance relationship. In fact, I haven't even met him in the last 3 years. This just gets more interesting, doesn't it? So yeah, most of my subscribers haven't ever seen him, known about him, because मैंने खुद उसको meet नहीं किया since the last 3 years. But I also want to say that I did share our picture on my Instagram stories. I've even put a lot of posts back in those years on my Instagram, and many of my older subscribers have seen him. But yeah, now those posts have been archived. Like, I'm pretty sure if this was not a long distance relationship, he would have been in my videos, or you guys would have known about him for sure. So yeah, I've happily been in this relationship since I was like 18 years old. I was literally a freaking teenager, and now I'm 25, almost 26. So it's been a long time. And of course, since I haven't met him in the last 3 years, it is international long distance. It's across borders. So he's in the US, I'm in India. I mean, obviously, he hasn't been able to come to India for a while. I'm sure all of you have many questions about this, and I will answer them eventually. Give me time, give us time. In fact, he's a very private person, and you know me. I literally do content creation for a living. Complete opposites that way. I just want to respect his privacy. I want to give him that space. I want to give us that space and time to just eventually let you all know, and I will. But yeah, I'm just glad that this is finally out there, because trust me, many of the videos that I was shooting, especially like the vlogs and routine videos, I literally had to cut off a huge part of my life from camera, because of course I'd never put it out there that I was dating someone. And because it's long distance, a lot of my time goes in just FaceTiming him. So yeah, especially shooting the morning routines and night routines, I just be like, okay, like a huge chunk of my time goes in talking to him, but let's just cut that. So that has been frustrating, but now I'm just glad I can literally just share even that part of my life, because well, it's out there. Okay, this was another huge commonly asked question, which is about my YouTube journey. The number of people who asked me that, I think this was even more asked than my relationship and boyfriend question. So yeah, clearly all of you want to know about my YouTube journey. I really want to answer that question, but I feel I won't do it justice if I just talk about it briefly in this video, because I'm sure this video is already long. So I definitely want to do a separate video just for my YouTube journey, because I'm sure it will be helpful to many aspiring content creators, many new content creators, and also for non-content creators, any self-employed person. I think that video can be really helpful. So stay tuned for that video. I think I'll probably make that video once I hit 50k. I think that sounds like a very nice milestone to be making that video, whenever that is. I know all of you are waiting for it to happen in June journey, but for me, that's honestly not the priority. Like if it happens, of course, like I'm gonna be over the moon, but it's not my goal. My goal is to make 30 videos 30 days. That's in my control and I will make sure that happens. If that does not happen, that will actually hurt me. The vision of 50k, wow, if it happens, I'll be amazed in the month of June, July, August, whenever. That will seem like a perfect time to make a video on my YouTube journey. So definitely stay tuned for that. And yeah, I think those were all the major questions that I saw many of you ask me. But having said that, there were so many good questions that I was itching to answer even in this video. These questions are more specific and I thought why not answer all those questions in Saturday's live stream. So yeah, to catch up with all of that content, make sure you are subscribed, hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out. That's pretty much it. I'm so excited that this is finally out there. I'm very nervous to see all of your reaction. I will see you all tomorrow in my next June journey video. Till then, stay happy, positive and blessed and stay safe guys. Bye.
Oh,